Law number 41, text should maintain the relationship when you can't see each other. Every now and again life gets in the way, and for one reason or another, you and your girl don't actually get to see each other as soon or as often as you would both like. This isn't anyone's fault, but it happens. It is good to send the occasional ping style of text that just keeps you on her radar and keeps things ticking over till you can actually see her again and continue building your relationship. The most important thing to remember when sending a ping is that you remain non-needy. When am I seeing you again? For example, is a text you don't ever want to send because it is all pulling and there is no push. It shows way too much interest. The girl may actually like you, but sending this type of needy text puts way too much pressure on her and can actually repel her from you. Pick something along the lines of, "Oi stranger, I'm getting withdrawal symptoms, you owe me a shot of tequila." You've expressed interest so she at least knows that you give a shit, but you've done it in a playful way, and by adding "you owe me a tequila," you've added some push to the message. Law number 42, never try to build a relationship via text. No matter how funny or entertaining you think you are being, trying to build a relationship via text is fighting a losing battle. You're a badass and you have better things to do than that. What is text anyway? It's nothing more than a poor substitute for real human interaction. There's a great TED talk by Sherry Turkle where she talks about being connected but alone. It's powerful stuff. If you want to get to know her, be a man, pick up the phone and call her. Better yet, hop in a car and take her for a coffee. Don't do that millennial bullshit of texting, instant messaging and social media. Go out and show her how awesome you are. Law number 43, you cannot touch her body zones out of sequence. There are 4 zones of the female body. Every single part of your escalation sequence is going to correspond to one of these zones, so you need to be very clear on what they are. These zones are the blue zone, hands and arms, the green zone, torso and lower legs, the amber zone, hair, neck and face, and the red zone, ass, breasts, inner thighs and pussy. You must smoothly escalate going through each zone, making sure she is comfortable with you touching her in that zone before moving on to the next zone. For example, if you haven't touched her waist, the green zone, she's going to be extremely uncomfortable if you go and try and touch her face, the amber zone. This is why I told you in Law 37 that you must be escalating at all times if your goal is any type of sexual relationship with her. If you touch her out of sequence, you will run into resistance and it won't be a fun experience for either of you. Law number 44, only touch her red zone when you can have sex soon after. Now the red zone is when you touch her ass, her breasts, her inner thigh, and her pussy. You're going to be doing this when it's time to have sex with her. You don't want to really do any type of touching in this area unless you're going to be able to have sex with her very soon afterwards. You don't want to do this in a crowded public place when the two of you can't have sex. Even if you have moved through the previous 3 zones, and she's comfortable with you touching her in her red zone, if you do this and leave a lot of time before you are able to have sex with you, she will likely put up more last-minute resistance when it's time for you to actually have sex. Law number 45, you must enter a sexual state. Once you've got to the stage where you can escalate to having sex with her, you must get into a sexual state. Think of a sexual state as the moment right when you're about to put it in and your desire for her is at its peak. If you can get into this state while talking to her or having a normal conversation, you will turn her on incredibly fast. When you're with a girl you like, imagine her naked. Imagine her lips wrapped around your dick, giving you the most luxurious sloppy blowjob you've ever had. Imagine what she might look like, or sound like as she has an earth-shattering orgasms. Really picture all the naughty things that she would do to you and allow yourself to enter a sexual state. When doing this, if you start to feel uncomfortable, then you know it's working. Once you get into that state, look at her while imagining all those things. Be strong. Don't falter. Let the desire consume you and let her see and feel how much you want her. She will start to feel it as well, and if you've laid the groundwork properly, she'll get just as turned on as you are. Law number 46, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. When you first start to touch her, alternate between being dominant and being tender. This is best done after things are going well and maybe you've even kissed her at this point. Be extremely playful, give her a slap on her arse, and bite her lip a little. Grab her waist and pull her close into you, pull her hair. Then alternate it with being tender and gentle, brush the hair out of her face, kiss her forehead, kiss her neck, kiss her cheek softly. Take her on an arousal roller coaster so she never knows what's coming next. If you do this right, I am warning you, she will fucking attack you. Out of everything you can do to arouse a woman, this law will lead to the most intense sexual encounters. Moving 2 steps forward and 1 step back like this creates an insane amount of tension, and the only way to release it is to ravish each other's naked bodies. If you're horny as hell when you're doing this, then you know you're doing it right. Law number 47. Be passionate. Women love passion. They eat that shit up like a fat kid in cake store. Don't be afraid of your desire for her. Express it. She's a beautiful, amazing, sensual creature and you want to sexually appreciate every single bit of her. Treat her like you will never see her again. When kissing, start off slowly and gentle, and then as you get more into it, make appreciative noises if you want, really get into it. Pull back, kiss her hard, almost like you're going to bruise her mouth, pull her hair and position her mouth where you want it. Kiss her like it's the last time you will ever use your lips. Tell her what you want to do to her. Be graphic. Be extremely fucking sexual. I'm going to fuck you so good your legs will quiver. I'm going to make you scream so loud the neighbors know. If she objects or acts like she's offended, playfully tell her that you know she loves it. Then pull her close to you and kiss her again. The trick to pulling this off is that you have to blame it on her. You have to blame your sexual desire on the fact that she has won you over, or she is doing something crazy to you. Law number 48. Have fun. If the two of you haven't burst out in fits of laughter during sex, then you're fucking the wrong girl. Don't take sex or yourself too seriously. Sex is an expression of physical desire between two people who are comfortable enough to be naked around each other. Just have fun with it. Be open, be cool, and don't sulk if you don't get your own way. If it's fun for her, trust me, she'll make it fun for you too. Law number 49. Don't let her control you. In Law 1 we talked about this being your life, and you being the controller of the train. Well, for many different reasons women will try and control you or manipulate it. Every single woman will do it, no matter how nice and amazing of a person she is. Young girls learn how to get guys to do what they want from a young age, and they only get better at it over time. No matter how connected the two of you are, she will at some point try to control you. It might be from insecurity, it might be from fear, and it might even be a test. Your response should always be the same. Nip that shit in the bud. As soon as you sense her trying to control you, stop her dead in her tracks and remember that it's your life, you make the rules. If it persists, then there is something deeper going on and the two of you need to sit down and talk about the real issues at hand. Most women don't want control, they want the man to have it. But they're scared if they lose control to you, then you will hurt her and leave her broken. Let her know that she can relax, you're a king and you've got this. Law number 50, you're a team. And to continue from the last law, let her know that you're both in this together. When you find the one you want to invest in, spend time with, grow old and raise a family with, the two of you become a team. Sure, you're in charge, but now you're in this together. Always let her know that. Let her know that you're only human and you make mistakes, but that you're a team and you guys will win this shit together. That's all she really wants. She wants to feel secure that her king isn't going to fuck off at the first sign of trouble. Yeah, you may fuck up, we all do. But as long as she feels like you guys are on this crazy journey together, she'll be happy. The happier she is, the fewer problems you will have. Law number 51, don't put up with bad behavior. Just because you're in a relationship now doesn't mean it's time to get comfortable. You must still adhere to your standards even after you have got together in a significant relationship. You must be a rock and never let her tantrums or misbehavior affect you. No matter how much you've invested in her, do not compromise on your deal breakers, and you must be willing to walk away if she crosses the line. If she's acting up, let her know that you won't put up with it. Then throw her over your shoulder, pin her down to the bed and let her know she's been a bad girl. Law number 52, shit tests are a way of life. Women test men. It's simply a fact of life that as men we must come to terms with. They always have and they always will. They will poke at us and probe us to decide for themselves if we are really who we say we are. She wants to know what you're made of. She wants to know if you really are a king, or if you'll bail on her at the first sign of trouble. Can you protect her? Can you love her? Can you provide for her? Can you fuck her? All these questions she needs answering, but she can't come out and ask you directly. So instead she tests you and then judges you based on how you react to her tests. Higher quality girls will shit test the fuck out of you way more than regular girls. Having women test you is a surefire way of knowing that you are improving and that you are becoming the attractive man you were always meant to be. A woman's tests are her way of protecting herself. Once a badass like you gets into her life, she will feel vulnerable and helpless. She'll be like a lovesick puppy and will do pretty much anything that you want her to do. It's because she can fall so madly and uncontrollably in lust or in love with you that she needs to test you to make sure that you're not faking it. She needs to make sure that you're the real deal and not just some random guy in disguise who is going to leave her emotionally and physically broken. And even once you pass some of her tests, it's not over. She will keep testing you if she ever feels like you aren't who you say you are. Law number 53, always lead. You are the selector. You decide whom you want to date, and then you give her the privilege of being part of your amazing life. But you have to remember, she also made a choice. You're not the only badass, life-dominating king around. Heck, thousands of you are reading this right now, so she has options same as you. She chose you too, and by choosing you she expects you to live up to the standard that you presented when you met. Don't let shit slip just because you have her now. You have to always be a king. And a king always leads. That's the difference between you and a scrub. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes, or if you get things wrong. For the most part she doesn't care. She just wants you to lead. She wants to be a queen and follow her king around and enjoy this crazy trip called life. Don't be afraid to step up, be a man, be a king, and just lead. If you want something, say it. If you want to do something, do it. If you want to go somewhere, go. Just make a decision. Don't spend time worrying, trying to make the perfect decision. That's not important. You'll learn from the mistakes if you make any. Just make the decision. That's the important part. That's what she wants, and as a king, that's what you should be doing. Conclusion. These are the laws of being a king with women. These rules, guidelines, and philosophies are the basis for all of my success with women and in my dating life. Once these laws become a part of you, you won't need techniques, you won't need strategies, you'll just be you. A king, a man who women are drawn to and obsess over without you even doing anything. Keep this video somewhere safe. Save it, download it, watch it again and again until they ingrained in your mind and become part of who you are. And keep it near you. Whenever you have an issue or you need guidance, pull it out and go to the right section. The answer will be there. Thank you for letting me serve you with my knowledge. Live the dream. And please like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing videos.